Hello everybody, Ken here. Time for some more Hearthstone Tavern Brawl. It's Boom Bot versus Annoy-o-Tron. Everyone's two favourite epic robots going face to face. So pre-made one this week. If you didn't see episode 1 already, be sure to check that out. We had some pretty fun games. It's tough to say which. I think the consistent deck is Annoy-o-Tron with its hero power. Gives your lowest attack minion Divine Shield and Taunt. So if you've got some kind of board presence, it's really good. That's Annoy-o-Tron's deck, and then Boom Bot's deck is a lot more RNG focused. Has good ways to get rid of the Divine Shield. It has the hero power, deals 1 damage to a random enemy 2 times. So it can deal it to 2 different enemies or the same enemy. Uh oh, it's time for pain! Pain! Oh man, Gahz'rilla's really good, but I don't know if it's good enough to keep in our hand. And I don't love Nomagun infantry. So, we've got quite a nice bit of potency here. With our hero power. But more RNG effects over here, lots of like chance to hit, mad bombers, that kind of thing. Ogre War Maul I think is in there as well. Well, it definitely is because I used it last time. So yeah, it's a pretty fun time all around. I think if this guy gets a good roll, you can do really good things. If you don't get a good roll, it's tough. Now we've got options here. If there's no play here, we can play the Robocub perhaps. If there is a play, then we could use this, or we could even just Cockhammer because this guy's a mech anyway. So, well, in fact, this isn't specific to mechs. Of course, that costs 3. Silly me. Okay. Do we want to play this? Do we want to play the Robocub? I think we do this. Nice and simple. No messing around. Get the free trade in. Keep our cards for the extra value. That's really what Annoy-o-Tron kind of excels at, I think. Pain. Taking the hit to the face. Feeling the pain. Appropriately enough. Okay, so this is 4 attack. Deals with the spider tank if it hits. I feel like we can maybe get these guys out. And then we've got 2 3/2s, so it's gonna take 3 to the face whichever one it hits. That feels okay. Unlikely that both of this hero powers would hit one of our guys. Would be pretty unfortunate if that was the case. Okay, that's fine. Feel okay about that. I definitely think Anodized Robocub works a little bit better as a 3/2 because of the hero power.
What's happening?
What's happening? Okay, so Cockham is probably the play here. Keeps our minion alive. Make sure we keep the board presence. Definitely, Boombot wants to clear the board, so any board presence we can build up because of our hero power is always going to benefit us. And here we've got the weapon and we've got the anodized Robocub. It's going to give us a pretty good spot to be in.
Hello.
It's a shame that they only have 1 sound sample for each thing. I would love it if they'd come up with a couple of different ones. Because I'm sure you could have just adjusted the tone on this to replicate, you know, whatever you felt like was the appropriate feeling. Okay, now there's no way to take both these guys out. kind of somewhat disappointingly. So I think it's better to have a 3-1 with Divine Shield. So I think we played this guy and we hero power.
Something needs tinkering?
We'll see what spare part we get first, because if it's +1 attack, that would be pretty good. I'm always tempted just to do that. I think I might be better here. Thing is, we can't kill this anyway. You see, if we'd hit in there, that hits, and then he can trade in the Demolisher if he wants into our taunt. Not that that's necessarily the best move for him, but you know. This Tinkertown Technician will deal with the Demolisher next turn anyway, providing it stays on the board. So, we've got plenty of options here. Got the Antique Heal Bot, we don't really need that yet. Might be able to play the Blingtron next time. Or we could Spider Tank, Clockwork Gnome, play our hero power, that'd be pretty good. Got the Coolant if we don't want to play the Clockwork Gnome. So it's important to remember to use your hero power, unless you particularly want to play something and then taunt it, to use your hero power first so that it will go on to something that's going to attack. The Ogre Ninja. Cheeky. Hit this. I guess we do Divine Shield up. Is there any benefit to the Shrinkmeister here? No, I don't think so. We can leave the weapon up because we're not gonna. They would have been okay to hit with it because of Blingtron, but hey, there's no need to rush. No need to rush these things. We've got the game well in control, well under our grasp here. We're handing out the pain, dishing out the pain to Mr. or Mrs. Pain over here. Not the most accurate shot I've ever done. Come on. Got it. Biddle, 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 bip, 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 bip. It's all over. We did it. Victory for the Boom Bot. Oh, no, for the Annoy-o-Tron. I think I've got that wrong every time. Annoy-o-Tron's an awkward thing to say. I've come around on Annoy-o-Tron. I didn't really like the way he looked for a long while. It's kind of, I know I guess that's the idea, but there's just too much going on here. There's too many bits and bobs. I like the underwear though, look at that. Pretty slick. Oh, we got our own Ogre. We're still Annoy-o-Tron, so both decks have Ogre Ninja in. Sneaky. The sneakiest tree of them all. We'll keep the Shrinkmeister. Might allow for some fun trading early on. Look at this curve. We can play this. It's weak to the hero power, but that's fine. We're up against the gnome. Oof. Oof. That's a rough time. I don't want to use the hero power here because it could still get hit twice by this Boom Bot Jr. attack. Uh-oh. I wonder how this works. I wonder if it's random, if there's a tie. Bolster could be pretty good in this deck. For sure. We've got a Tinker's Sharpsword, which is kind of fun. That is kind of fun. We could coin into it, but I don't think that's really a very good play necessarily. Vroom. Swap a minion's attack and health. It's okay. I think that works okay. Get the divine shields out. I don't think either deck has a blood knight from what I've seen. That would be like the Gahz'rilla is in this deck and is a pretty great counter to this hero power. I guess the counter to this one would be to have... Oh, this hero power almost directly counters this one, so maybe that's their logic there. And that friendly mech +1/+1 would be pretty good. Sadly, no joy. If we could give this... If this would give taunt to the other one, I'm going to try it, I think, because I'm interested to know. Okay, great. And then we bolster. Oh, the bolster value. Incredible. Incredible, Stephen. Oof, look at that. That is a mint hero power. That is absolutely pinnacle. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just saying words. We give the mech +1/+1. That's probably okay. Blingtron's alright here, but we don't have anything we want to hit necessarily. Using this just to sharp sword oil doesn't feel great. Boom. No flame strikerinos for you, my son. On 6 mana. The old 6 mana flame strike. Oh, sneaky. Light bomb. I did not realise there was a light bomb hanging around in there somewhere. Okay. The reversing switch with the flying machine could be pretty good, so maybe we should get the... I don't actually want to play the reversing switch because I don't want to give away our game. And also it does make it makes it potentially weak to the Boom Bot Junior. The next turn we got reversing switch sharp sword oil. That might just win us the game. If there's no taunt up, that might just nail it for us. We'll see. I'm feeling pretty positive overall. Let's check what's in the thing today. It's a fish. Hey, Mr. Fish. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Oh no. Oh god, it's a boot. The big old boot. Well, looks like Blingtron's the case here. We might get a weapon that we can... Down. That Kafari works. Oh, Eaglehorn Bow. That's a fun one. Perdition's Blade is a little bit disappointing, if I'm honest. But there we go. I'm going to put a hit in, even though we kind of want to use the sharp sword oil. I think this kind of pushes in towards lethal, because like next turn we've got 5 damage plus 6 from this. That would give us lethal if this guy doesn't get rid of our friend here. Oof. Still going to have to hit it with both things, I think. It's still a little bit scary. We're still in kind of a scary spot here. I guess we can use Power Word Glory. That's probably okay. Okay. Oh man, I'm tempted to Blessing of Might that because it does almost guaranteed kill something, but I don't know. I feel like that's maybe a waste of the Blessing of Might. because we don't know what kind of removal's in his hand. Okay, that's worked out quite well for us in the grand scheme. We're pushing down the damage even though we're not actually kind of actively attacking here. If there's no taunt, we got the sharp sword oil. Kazam! Nice, very nice. Good play, the gnome. Well played. Great stuff. We did it. Alright, let's see if we can get a Boom Bot game. I played Boom Bot the very first game we played, and we did really well. We had great RNG. It worked out fantastically. We were unstoppable. But since then, I've played. I think that's the fourth Annoy-o-Tron game. I'd love to play some Boom Bot. There we go. We got the look at this. Look at this little cheeky fella. He's so adorable. Very easy to hate him because of this fella. Oh, Dr. Boom. Daddy. It's like Varian Rin coming in, except Varian's not in the priest deck. It'd be like if Varian was in the priest deck. Oh, this is a bit weak. We don't have a turn 2 play. Going second is... I think going second's real good here because it is definitely... Especially as Annoy-o-Tron, being able to get out a minion, almost guaranteed that you can then hero power, is real tasty. I think we have to hero power here. The Shadow Bomber doesn't do much for us. Yet again. Scatman John. Ba 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 dee da 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 da. Da 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 da, ski da ba ba da ba. The man. Oh, it's good coffee. Okay, what's our best option here? The opponent does not have 6 cards in hand, but they will have. However, they're likely to just play something. The Demolisher does die to the board. Harvest Golem does not. So therefore I'll play the Harvest Golem, because it gives us the most options going forward. Shadow Bomb is kind of a nice card to keep in your hand. It's basically 3 direct damage that can just come in handy at the end of the game. It's okay to play on turn 1 if you need a 2-1, but it's also kind of fun just as a bit of reach at the end. Especially against like Annoy-o-Tron, which I guess is why they put it in. Like, oh hey, if you push in and you rush down the damage and then they manage to get their taunt wall up, then suddenly you can deal with that. Oof. Oof. Scary. That's real scary. Okay. I think it's got to be this, right? If we can hit this guy, then it's all good. The shadow engulfs us. I'll play that rather than playing the flame cannon on these 1 health minions. I don't think it's necessary to flame cannon the minions for now. We're on a fairly even board. I would definitely say Annoy-o-Tron's ahead here. Scatman John got the weapon. It's never in an ideal position to be. Hello, 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 hello. What's going on here then? Come on. Let's be having you. Mad Bomb of value. I think it's got to be the Mad Bomb of value here. The question is, do we... I mean, we attack with this first anyway, because otherwise... Some for you. In fact, what we should probably do is use this first. Yeah, we should use this first, because if it kills the 2 guys, that would be great. Look at this. Some for you. Come on, Mad Bomber. I'll take it. Not ideal, because he still trades in with either of his things. Probably just use the weapon, to be honest. But I'll take it. We're fighting from behind here. It's a toughie. I think this is the thing. I think it's... Once you're behind... Being behind as Boom Bot is real hard to deal with. So you have to get those... you have to get lucky on some of those rolls. And that's why it's a less reliable class. Because it's a lot heavier on the RNG. Okay. Get the bouncing blade off here, perhaps. It's okay. I don't know that I love the bouncing blade here. What is this? What's going on here? Bouncing blade will kill this guy. Like, 90% of the time. 50% of the time it's going to hit this. To be honest, if we can keep it for the Gahz'rilla, that would be wonderful. It's tough. This is a tough fight. Oof, Cogmaster's Wrench. Cheeky. The mech synergies in both decks are good. There's not... I don't know which deck has more mechs. But it's definitely pretty tough. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Light Bomb does stop a decent chunk of that damage. Or we could Hero Power Flame Cannon, play the Demolisher. This is a real tough position to be in. We're very, very close to death. Admittedly, old Scatman John over here, or John Scatman, is also pretty close to death, but they've got a much better board state. Oof. Thought there was going to be Wind Fury completely out the wazoo there. Okay, great. Okay. It keeps us alive. And thankfully this thing's not a mech. That thing is. A little bit scary. Oh, and summoning a mech too. Man. We can destroy this minion. And I think we're going to have to. Oof, I love the animation on that thing. Take that out, that's good. Still 6 damage we're facing, minimum. Got the Gahz'rilla combo for next turn, but is that going to be enough to help us? Probably not. We're going to roll the RNG on old Gahz'rilla. Did you not attack with the weapon? Okay, interesting. Come on, based RNG. One hit on Gahz'rilla is less actually than I would have liked. I would have liked at least a second hit on Gahz'rilla. Come on, don't remove that thing. Don't do that. Oh. Why are you going to do this to me? You know, I appreciate the use of the hero power despite not having anything to do with it. 5, 3, 2 is probably the play here. Shredder's more survivable though. But Shredder is 4, 6. If 5-3-2 is the best use of our mana, which makes me want to do it. Okay. The problem is we can't create taunts. Which is upsetting. Oh, it's giving it stealth. Oh. And we don't have a taunt. That was a real clutch stealth play. Real clutch stealth play. Man, not having any taunts in this deck at all. It's it's a rough time. Nice. Very nice. The sharp sword oil for the finish. Just didn't have that. We almost recovered. We just didn't quite have that early tempo. And the Gahz'rilla combo didn't pan out for us in the end, as it transpired. But some good games today. Thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, be sure to pop that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more Hearthstone and other games as well, of course. I've been Ken. Thanks very much for watching. Be sure to drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this Tavern Brawl, how much you're enjoying it, what crazy plays you've had. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers!